how do I prove my work experience? Right, we have done 2 helpline series on this. Again, look at Cat Helpline on our YouTube channel. We have how to prove your work experience, how to fill up that work experience details. Everything is mentioned in full detail. I will repeat the main points again. Right, irrespective of whether you get paid in cash or check, any other way, the best way to prove your work experience, if you don't have anything else like a salary certificate, etc., is to pay your income tax. File your IT returns, right? That is considered. In that, you'll have a salary. You can mention it as a salary income. Nobody can deny you that, especially if you file your tax returns. Nobody can deny you that. That's the worst case scenario. You can obviously collect salary slips. You can deposit the money that you get in cash in your bank account, right? Even if your company does not give you salary slip but is doing an electronic transfer, everything is considered as a proof of payment, right? As with anything else, the more documents you have, the more the documentation that you have, the better it is for you to prove that you have work experience, even if you don't have a joining certificate, even if you don't have a even if you don't have a relieving letter, etc., or if you're working in a very small company. Next thing, similar to job experiences, some people are self-employed. Now, if you're employed in family business, again, you can follow the same things. Try to get a salary, try to pay your IT returns, file your IT returns, all those things. And if you are working in your family business, at least go and understand what your family business is actually about, right? Having a family business is a very good thing to talk about in your interview process, right? It's one of the easiest way to actually prove about. I'll come to the OBC certificates a little later, please. Let me just finish this. So, if you are having a family business, I would suggest make sure that you actually go to your family business, your shop or factory or whatever you're doing, at least understand what you're doing. So don't be like that Hindi film hero who basically just uses the money that dad gives and travels outside. If you are in that scenario, I don't think you should be doing an MBA, especially from India. You can do an MBA abroad, much better. You will have a much better scope there. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's actually a pretty worthwhile experience to do an MBA from abroad. if you can afford it. Now, the third thing which a lot of people ask me about in terms of work experience, etc., are fake certificates. Right? A lot of people do ask us about this during your GDPI process. My thing has always been, if you have no work experience, don't get a fake certificate, right? It's pretty straightforward. It's easier to tell a truth rather than to hide something. You'll have to tell 20 lies. There are people I know multiple people who have gotten a fake certificate and have gotten into colleges. My lips are sealed. I will not mention who, but they do get it, right? But those are not as many cases as there, and they would have anyways gotten into the IIM because they had a lot of other things going into it. They might not have even been asked about their work experience during the interview, right? A second thing about gap in your work experience is you don't need to worry about your gap in your work experience a lot. The second thing which I suggest to students when they are preparing for GDs, etc., is don't mention your gap by yourself. Many times, if the gap is like 6-7 months, a lot of colleges don't even bother. They don't even look at it. Some might ask. It's not something which will result in you getting disqualified or getting rejected in an interview, right? But if you are caught telling a lie, the consequences are really, really bad.